What's up, gang? I'm Raiden Rose. I'm going to show you a few possibilities, kind of in descending order of ways that I have found to be most effective at blocking pornography from a computer. The first thing that is the best, in my opinion, is this simple DNS script. All right, I will put links to all the websites and stuff that I reference here in the description. What you're going to do is you're going to download this. It is a free program. You just need to know if your computer is 64-bit or 86-bit to download the correct installer. All right, if you don't know what that is, odds are your computer is a 64-bit, but what you can do is you hit the Windows key on your keyboard plus X, put them together and hit System. Or you can go to your normal settings. What you're trying to do is you're going to get to this About section. Down here is a system type, and it will tell you what bit operating system you have. So you download the installer. You're going to go through the install process. Once it is installed, you are going to see this box. It's going to look slightly different than this, but your goal, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make it look like I have here. This only servers without filter. That may be checked. If it is, you want to uncheck it because you are trying to find servers that have filters. Next, you're going to click on your network card, your network connection, whether it's Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Wait for it to turn green and have this little check mark. Then you're going to go to this middle service section, and this slider tab will be gray like this. You need to turn it on so that it is green like this. Okay. Next, you go to resolvers up here to the right of main menu. It's going to be in automatic mode as a default. This one right here will be green. And what you are wanting to do is essentially, we don't want it in automatic mode because that's just going to go through any server. You're looking for servers that have excellent filters on it. Basically, you're going to need to scroll through here because unfortunately there's not a search option that I have found to find the specific server. But you're looking for servers that have the word family in it. Okay, those are the ones that are most effective at blocking pornographic material. So there are some other options, clean browsing adult or just for security purposes. But if you're truly trying to stop access for someone that you love, you need to hit the family one. Okay, clean browsing -family. Scroll down. There's another one somewhere, DOH-clean browsing -family. Those are the two that are the best. You're going to make sure that those are green. And then the important part is to hit this apply settings button. Otherwise, it leaves it in automatic mode. So you apply the settings. That tells it, I only want you to connect to the internet through these safe servers. Okay. Finally, what's awesome about this program is it has, scroll to the right here a little bit, there is a tab that says domain blacklist. If you don't see that, just click the little settings gear at the top, and that brings up a list of the tabs. You just need to check mark the one that you want to see. So right here, show domain blacklist tab, and click that. All right, so there is a blacklist rules here, which lets you put in specific websites that it will completely block in addition to going through the safe servers. So if there are websites that you think are just a waste of time or that you're worried your kid is going to access inappropriate material through, then you type in those websites right there. And then again, hit the slider bar so that it is green instead of gray. This has been the most effective program I have found at stopping access completely. The only downside is that it is not password protected. So if your child or whoever you're trying to help is tech savvy at all, then they'll figure out how to just shut that off. So what you need to do next is this second program called MyLockBox. Google download MyLockBox. It'll pull this site up. Again, I'll have the links down. Download it, go through the download process, and you will get this little MyLockBox free. There are paid versions that is a subscription. There's a paid version that is a one-time fee, which is nice to support these kinds of programs to ensure that they're free for people that maybe can't afford it. What this program does is it lets you type in a folder path or drag a folder into the program, and it will prevent anyone from accessing the program that is within that folder without putting in your password. So when you first set this up, it's going to tell you, hey, put in a password, put in a recovery email in case you forget your password. And in this advanced section, this is where you can change that. You can set up auto lock, options, password here. So type in your new password, confirm the password, and then the email address is for the recovery. If you are self-moderating, you will type in the email address of whoever is kind of your sponsor, your helper, whether that's your parent or your religious leader. Type in their email address. If you are the one moderating for your child or for your friend or something, you're going to type in your email address there so that if you forget the password, it will send a reset option to that email. Again, what you're doing here is you're putting in this folder path to block access to that so that they cannot open the DNS simple script without typing in your lockbox password. Now, this is the path on my computer. It should be the same on yours. If for whatever reason it isn't, you go to this PC and you can type in simple DNS and it's going to pull up. It's going to take a while to load because it's searching your entire computer, but it's going to pull up anything that includes that title. You're going to scroll down to the one there. You're going to scroll down to this one that has the logo with the little shield on it. And you right-click that. You right-click that folder, and there should be an option that says Open File Location. So again, then it shows your file location up here. So right now you're in that simple DNS script, 64-bit. You go back to this bitbeans folder. This is where you can drag it. If for whatever reason yours is labeled differently than mine, but it should be the same. So you put that in the computer, in the program, and you hit lock. Okay. Now, in order to access the simple DNS script, they have to type in the password that you set in order to access it. So the combination of those two programs, simple DNS and MyLockBox, is what I have found to be most effective. Runner-up in second place, you're going to go to your start menu. You're going to search for the word shell and this Windows PowerShell. So right-click that. Run it as an administrator. It's the one with the little shield on it. When you pull that up, it's going to look like this. This is your PowerShell. You will copy and paste this file path. You paste that into this administrator PowerShell, hit enter, and it's going to ask you, how do you want to open the file? Open it with Notepad. Okay. It'll look something like this. What this program does, it allows you to tell your computer to block specific things or to force search engines to use the safe search option. So you've got to give a specific code. This code right here is how you block a website. If you don't want your kid to use a specific search engine, or if you don't want them on worthless websites, you can put as many of these as you want here. You just hit enter and you're going to do a new thing. Type that code, and then whatever the website is that they're wasting time on or that you're worried they're going to get access to anything bad on, that will block the specific website from being allowed to open. This code right here tells the computer, let them use this search engine, but force it to be in safe mode. All right. When you are done, hit Control Save. You have to save this in order for it to take effect. If for whatever reason it's still not taking effect, just restart your computer and then it will. Okay. So that is the next most effective option. Again, it's a little tech savvy, but if you follow these steps, it should work. And the reason this is in second place is because you can't password protect it, and for whatever reason, Lockbox won't let you lock this file. So next, third place is this website. I don't even know how to say it. Curstodio. That's the website you get. You can. This is a paid service, but there is a free option that lets you protect one computer if you're just trying to help one person. This is an option. There are already videos on the web that show you how to set that up. I'm not going to take the time to do that here, but this is another good option that does a decent job. It's not as effective as the other methods I showed you, but it does a decent job. Finally, extensions. Okay. Extensions, you can just kind of Google to learn about it a little bit, but extensions are things you can put onto your web browser like Chrome or Microsoft Edge or whatever it may be. These are in last place because they're fairly easy to disable, but they do still do a good job at blocking things if they are enabled. So this net fencer one, this does pretty good. It lets you type in specific keywords that you want stopped. Blocker X is just a good overall blocker. And this leech block NG is another extension that allows you to put in specific websites that you want stopped and don't allow access to. So those are my methods. If you have specific questions or concerns, let me know in the comments. I will do my best to respond. If you know of a simpler way that is effective at blocking adult material that you don't want your kids to have access to, let us all know in the comments. I'm sure everybody would love to have a little less technical option than what I've just provided. But as I said before, these are the most effective. And happy internet surfing free from pornographic material.